Welcome everybody to Week 9 recap here of the Fellas Fantasy Football League. Great start, and we will see how things go here.
Special guest today, we'd like to welcome in Tyson Matoza, aka Team Shits the Bed. They literally are. Just like his favorite football team, the Raiders, also shit in the bed.
Everybody's diarrhea.
He is in full tank mode, trying to get that first overall spot at 9th place, 3-6, last in points for it by 123 points.
Yeah.
I'm second to last, and fourth in points against. It's not a great combination, and he gets a little squinty-eyed when he's been drinking.
So and lazy-eyed.
That's why we're drinking. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, boys.
So Tyson, tell us, what's your experience with fantasy football? How many years you been playing?
Man, I've been playing since right out of high school.
Damn, OG.
Started at a dealership I worked for. A guy used to do the paper. So every Tuesday when we'd come in, he'd have it all written out and figure out the points, and it was just mind numbing. But
that is old school.
It was very old school back then. And then 2 seasons later, it got adapted to the Yahoo League. So
Gotcha. Okay, so then what's your excuse? You've been doing this forever. I mean, you're playing like you're a rookie. What's going on?
I mean, I don't want to make excuses, because they're like assholes. Everybody's got
one,
and they all stink. But I didn't set up my draft well.
You don't say.
No, I took my son to soccer practice, and I was like, oh, I could do it in the car driving home. No, that was a bad idea because he needed dinner. So then I'm going through McDonald's trying to order and then pinging it. Yeah, it was a shit show. So needless to say, that's what you get. You get a shitty team when you have a shitty draft. So kind of where I'm at right now.
So you drafted Mixon and Swift.
Mixon
and
Swift.
Allen and Akers and Judy and then Waller. Ooh,
Waller.
You still have Waller?
He's on the IR.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Big miss on Waller. Big miss. Allen.
Look at the first 5. Allen out. Akers is shit. I mean,
Akers
Swift
has
been hurt, and the only person I had my first round, I traded to Matt just because I needed to switch something up.
Yep.
And I actually got a win after I did that trade. I don't know if it was the team harmony or what was going on.
The chemistry was right.
The chemistry was right. The boys linked up that week, but it hasn't been good ever since. So, and that 55 points I could have used last week.
That looks like one of the worst drafts I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's honestly, it's bad.
I'm glad you're in our league. Thank you.
Well,
and you're not even in last. So
I will be after this week, and that's what I'm going for. So, after this week, boys, if there's a couple players on my team that you need to push you into that Super Bowl, hit me up. Trades are welcome. I don't even care if they're lopsided at this point. I want a first-round draft pick next year.
All right. Well, there you guys go. So a little recap of my matchup with
matchup. You didn't even show up. What are you talking about?
You only beat me by
enough.
Enough.
That's all.
11 points.
That's my biggest win of the year.
Bad week to trade with you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You would have beat me. Actually, I looked at it, you would have beat me either way, even if we didn't do that trade.
Understandably,
because you would have played a guy on your. Anyways, I lost.
Reynolds would have played.
Yeah.
Got enough. All right, got it.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good win. Happy to see it. Then next up in a little matchup amongst friends, we have old Crandall. We're not going to talk about his name because it's terrible. And then Mr. Autodraft Joe took the win on that one. Narrow victory, 5 points. Good to see that, Joe. Way to go, man. Keep it up. Love when KJ loses.
And KJ actually was the most efficient manager. So I don't know if you guys have noticed the website has a different recap than the app. I like the app one because it kind of just tells you doesn't do the best manager.
Okay.
Because KJ was the best manager, but he lost.
Yeah.
He just had 100% of his total possible points, which actually I think makes him the worst manager. But that happens a lot. So I made sure to put that on there. He still lost. Whereas our Doug, as we'll see when we get his matchup, was the least efficient manager. Only had 81% of his points, but still won. So
man.
Yeah. Third matchup of the day was Lindo versus Donald. It was actually our narrow victory with Lindo beating Donald by 0.9% points. It was a very close matchup right down the wire. None of us really cared about it, but
not one.
Good for you, and sucks for me because I bet on Donald. And then Tyson, why don't you tell us about your matchup?
What's going on here, old double Dutch?
I feel like we could breeze right past this one because we all knew going into it Matt was going to just smoke me. I'm surprised he even put a defense in. And then, with Mixon having 5 touchdowns last week, like there was no prayer for my team who can barely get over 100 points every week anyway.
Going against one guy with 55.
Yeah, exactly. Like one guy beat 90% of my team that week. So we'll just keep cruising and go to lowest score. Let's talk about lowest score.
Well,
that wasn't me.
He would have beat anybody. That was the highest points. Last week he had the highest points ever. This week he beat that by 25 points.
Yeah, I mean he's over 200.
So,
that's the first 200 this season, right?
Yep, ever.
Okay.
There
you go.
Yeah, he killed it.
That's true for us.
And that's his 3rd straight week at highest score. Maybe we should stop trading with him.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of caught on to this a little early in the season, and that's why we're going to enforce the vetoes of trades next year. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, hey Matt, way to take advantage of a system that was open there for you and ready to go.
And I don't really think any of his trades though.
No, they were all nothing was
bad.
Nothing was at a point where we had to say, hey, no, we can't do that.
But
everything made sense. It was a match. So
what's funny about that is the one thing I like about this app is it keeps the chatter in there from previous years. And I go back and I look at me and Matt talking last season. There was a trade. I don't remember what it was, but his response to me was, I don't want to trade you this because your team is already so good last season. I don't want to give you these players. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. His team, like we've reversed roles now.
Yeah.
So
the old switcheroo.
The old switcheroo. Yeah.
And then in the last matchup, we got old Quail Man taking care of Mr. Bing Bong. Bing Bong, what is going on? What's happening, man? We're feeling for you. And we're going to just go with distracted. Life's happening. Things are going on. But come on, bro.
What's that saying? Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
I believe you have a jiu-jitsu match coming up pretty soon. And it looks like you've been letting everybody choke your team out. It's been bad. We need to... But that's fine. You're actually still tied for in second. I don't even know anymore. Lowest points of the week was Bing. And betting results, not great. Matt, send me your Venmo. I will send you $25.
I got swept. I got it. I got your Venmo, Matt. Don't worry.
I got swept.
It's his wife's.
Oh.
I didn't say that.
Uh-oh.
I didn't say that.
Yikes. All right. So we had some guys go off.
Some dudes did some things last week. Some dudes did some things.
And hold on. Can we just look at 3 of them?
Yeah,
Those 3
we
right
can.
there.
I'm prepared for it.
Yeah. 115 between 3 people. That's more than my team scored all week, probably with bench players.
And this was actually his 4th highest scoring guy. He had a guy score 26 points who was a wide receiver. He didn't make the cut.
Not good enough. Not good enough. Not when Devontae's around. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Matt, you're doing things, bro. Nice job.
I sincerely hope your team's blowing your wad early.
Yes. I can't wait till you get to playoffs first round. You score like 92 points.
And Doug, you had Patrick Mahomes. Good for you. Nobody
Yeah.
cares. But we did have a defense go off last week. And this is probably the reason why I lost, because if they would have scored what they're projected, I would have won.
Trust in Belichick.
Or don't trust in the Colts.
Yeah. No
I
kidding.
mean,
Jesus.
the owner didn't either.
Yeah.
That's why he fired him.
Yeah, Jeff Saturday.
Maybe the TV guy is the coach.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we got some very updated standings actually, because we have a new number 1 with Matt taking that 1 spot. He is now also the highest points for at 1,348 points. Congratulations. However, there are 3 teams tied at 6 and 3, so it's not a runaway by any means. He's just been on a hot streak. Still got Doug and Lindo at the 2 and 3 spots. Lindo, I don't know. He's there
Nobody
somehow.
knows. Nobody knows.
And Doug, I still don't know how this guy won last year or this year, but
Lindo is going to be our guest next week, so we might have to get to the bottom of this.
yeah,
All right.
Lindo, I'll text you. We'll figure out a time, because I know you probably are working at our hours that we film.
Make sure you put the lug nuts on.
Then we got 3 other teams at 5 and 4, being on his 3-game losing streak. KJ, and then Auto Draft Joe, and followed up by myself at 4 and 5.
How are you 4 and 5?
I've won some, I've lost some. I traded with you, and
That's
you beat
what
me.
4 and 5 says. Well, one sub lost
Yeah,
some.
yeah. 2, 3, and 6 teams with Tyson and Donald, and then our fearless leader at 2 and 7.
I do it for the people. I let you guys win.
Still with the
That's what I'm here
highest points against
Hey, shit on me, would you?
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you.
Tyson, as we said before, you have the lowest points for.
Oh, yeah.
Lindo, this is why he's at third. He's got the lowest points against.
We make it easy.
He just gets us all on the shit week. So,
dude, I'd be 6-3 if I had that many points against me. No, instead I have 200 more.
so what's your plan? Are you in tank mode trying to get that one spot? Or are you theoretically you could still make a run and make it to the playoffs?
I think it all depends on this week, right? Because after this week, the week after we're done with trades, right? Week 11 is the end of the trades. So if I get a win this week by some miracle, we'll see. I mean, getting up in that 6th spot is going to be tough because I'm going to need some of those high rankers to drop some consistent. I mean, if Bean keeps going, who knows?
I know who you're playing this week.
Yeah, I know I'm playing this week.
I heard that guy's badass.
And what's funny is I changed my name already just in anticipation for this week, which you all will see.
You calling it?
Yeah,
calling
I'm calling it.
This might be the first guest to not take himself in the matchup.
He has to.
I didn't see that written anywhere.
Theoretically,
Read the bylaws.
I will ask Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley might know.
Riding some pine.
All right.
Don't parlay your own team there, guy.
You want to take away the week preview?
Yeah, week preview this week going into week 10. Yes, week 10 here. First matchup, we got TK.
Hold on.
Whoa.
We've got ourselves a new addition into the week preview. We're throwing in the actual matchups.
The actual matchups?
Yes.
Full
Yes.
lineups and everything. All right. All right. So here we go. Week preview. Chad throwing curveballs at me on air, live. I'm just rolling with it. We'll see what happens.
That's how I roll.
He forgot he did it.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Anyways, rolling into this week, we got Auto Draft Joe going against old Shits and Giggles here. Shits and Giggles, underdog, going into the week. What do we got here?
By like 0.6 points.
Hey, underdogs are underdogs. I don't know what you want me to do. So obviously in this matchup, you have to take yourself. How do you feel going into the matchup?
I feel very confident. I feel like my team's been playing well. Your team played better last week, but I still put up a decent score, and he is going to have a quarterback probably not play with Mr. Dependable Josh Allen. And then he may think Jimmy Garoppolo is the answer, but not in fantasy. He's not. So thanks for keeping 2 quarterbacks on your roster, though.
I have the same situation in my league, and I'm fearful of that one. So, okay. So, Trev, calling the win? Calling the win.
For sure.
Okay. So, this matchup,
I'll take Joe.
You got Joe. He's got TK. All right. Next matchup here, we got all going to a Super Bowl.
I like the name.
There's a name change that was low-key done there, and I just now caught it. Love it, Matt. So, going to a Super Bowl is taking on 50 Shades of Trey. I haven't heard of that guy since like week 2, Trey. This matchup leaning.
That's actually my team name in my other fantasy league.
Well, you guys have the same Google, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Love it.
Us and
Love it.
7 billion other people.
Really creative. Really creative. Well, China doesn't use Google, so
Well, fuck
it's not
'em.
really 7 billion.
They can't.
Fuck 'em on YouTube. Love it. Anyway, so Matt, favored against Lindo. Who's picking this one? Who gets the first pick here?
Well, I'd like to just say I think this is a very awesome matchup, both tied for first. I'll let you pick.
Oh, I'm going with Matt.
Perfect.
Honestly, like
I was going to take the underdog.
I've heard that about you.
I don't see
I like
him
to
not
talk about
putting
it.
up at least 130 points this week. Even though Mixon's on a bye week, I still see him putting up 130. And Lindo, I mean, he's been doing well, but
He's got 8 dudes that can do what Nixon did last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can do that.
ETN was the one that put up 26 last
Yeah.
week. That's right.
Matt's team is, it's unreal.
It's all right. It's all right.
I feel like this week is going to be the week of a big injury, though, somewhere.
Ooh,
I
calling
think
it.
is. I don't know who's going to get affected, but I think there's going to be a season-ending running back going down. It's going to hurt somebody.
Hope he's not on my team.
Hope it's not on mine or the
He
Niners.
can't be. Mine are all backups, so.
Ooh, are you saying Christian McCaffrey's going to get hurt?
I
Because
don't-
there's a lot of people in this that are watching this right now that will fight you.
I don't have. No, I'm just saying.
No, we got
saying
Elijah
somebody-
Mitchell back now. We don't need
Yeah,
him
yeah.
anymore.
Somebody's going down this week. I don't know who it is.
All right, and then in our next matchup, we've got Doug versus Donald, the 2 Ds, both Daryl. They both look like a Daryl.
Double barrel Daryl.
And as it stands right now, Doug's projected to beat him. I could see that. Donald's kind of wish-washy. I don't know. What do you think?
I'll let you take this one. I'm right there on the fence, so I can go either way with both these guys. So
Every time I've bet for Donald, I've lost, and bet against him, I've lost. So
you want to flip a coin? Then?
One thing I'm seeing here in this matchup. Tell me how Justin Fields only scores 20 points against Detroit. How?
No, he doesn't.
Because they'll be running the ball a lot. They'll be handing it off. They
Justin
won't. They
Fields
won't need
runs,
him to
though.
run, but they won't need him to run.
He runs better than Montgomery does. Though.
All right.
Over under? I'm taking the over.
Yeah, me too.
I'll
Would you
take
like-
Doug.
You want to take the under?
Take that.
I'm taking Doug.
Stepper bet
What's the over
Side
under?
bet.
20.82.
Do you think he's going to score more than that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take the under.
Witness.
There it is.
What did we bet? $5?
$1 million.
Oh.
Get back. $5.
All right, and then we got your guys' matchup. So
Yeah.
you guys take this one.
I
Floor is yours,
don't
McKee.
think a quarterback in there, so let's start there.
Well, Joey really doesn't either, but he still has to.
I mean, I gotta get home and
Find
figure out who's on waivers and which one of my shitty players I gotta drop.
I like how you changed your team name.
Oh
but
yeah,
then you changed your
But
quarterback.
he didn't grab a quarterback.
well I don't need to. I can leave my changed name, at Ryan Wins to just leave the quarterback out.
Yeah, true.
You know?
That helps your cause.
It helps my cause, but nobody should intentionally tank their team. That's not what we're here for. So I'll pick
You're
somebody.
doing that exact thing.
There is not a chance. I'm on waivers. I'm trying to do trades.
He's a
Like
competitor.
I'm yeah. It's not in me to.
Your mom told me to do
intentionally-
my best.
Yeah.
Well, as it stands, Ryan's projected to score 133, and if you get a quarterback in, let's say it's a Justin Fields. Let's say you go get Malik Willis. You'll get another 12 points there out of his 5 completions.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Am I
Sounds like
projected
you're good.
over for 100 right now? I can't see it, but
no, yeah, 100.
if I get over 100, I'll be stoked.
102 right now without
Yeah.
a quarterback.
Top quarterback available at the moment going into this week
Goff.
is looking like Goff, Wilson, or Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, none of those look good, but I'm gonna need something.
Lawrence is
so
playing KC though.
That's true.
Goff is playing the Bears.
Yeah, but Goff is so up and down. Like he had one week where it was 38, and then the next week he was 5. So it's like,
Sound like you got decisions.
At least he's got some ups. That's better than Aaron Rodgers.
yeah.
And then our last matchup is Crandall versus Bing. Bing, bold strategy, not putting a tight end yet. I think you guys weren't prepared for me to call out your matchup, so that's why I'm doing it. I'm sure he'll get one in there, so it'll probably be a pretty even match at projected. Who you taking? Oh, wait.
He's got Dulcich. He's gonna put.
Are you
Dulcich
taking
in.
yourself? Or
no,
are you taking Glaze?
no, I'm taking Glaze
You're
on this
taking
one. 'Cause
Glaze?
either way, I win, right? If I lose, I win. But if I win, then I'll
you
pay
lose.
that $5 to gladly finally get it done.
All right, so I got you.
Yeah.
All
Good
right,
luck.
please get a quarterback in
Yeah.
there.
Good luck.
Nah.
Fuck a quarterback.
And then who you got in this one?
Go Wishbone.
The battle of the bros here. I think Bing's going to turn it around this week.
He does have Dulcich on the line on the bench. though.
Yeah.
So he's picked up a tight end.
Well,
He's ready to go. Just
hopefully he
gotta put
puts him in before what is that, an early game, right, on Sunday?
He will.
So that would
Okay.
that would put them basically right at even.
Yeah,
projected.
I'll take Binger. I think he's going to turn it around this week. I think
Okay.
he's going to get a dub.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have no clue, so we'll find out.
Well, there's that.
There we go.
So we already did the betting portion, but I got myself, I've got Lindo, I've got Doug, I've got you,
Yep.
and KJ.
Yep.
Yeah,
There
it is.
Looks good.
There we go. All right. Nice quick video this week, it seems like. You got any other parting shot?
No, I got nothing, man. If I was sitting a little higher in the hog, yeah, I'd be here trash talking a little bit more, but it's hard to trash talk when you're sitting at the bottom. So
Yeah, true.
You hear that, kids? Don't trash talk when you suck.
yeah,
So we got 5 weeks left in the regular season, including this week. The trade deadline is next week. So if you're looking at making any moves, get a little better, do it quick. On the left, you can see is what if the league ended today, what the playoff matchups would be. But hey, that's all up for change. A lot of time left in the next 5 weeks, and the trade block's getting thinner and thinner. I think as we're trading and moving and dropping players. So
I don't know. My full team's still up on the block.
Same.
so-
Come to me with your offers.
Just send away.
I like bonus picks for next year.
Yeah.
We can write that into the cost. It's all
Yeah.
good. So, if the season ended today, our playoffs I think look about the same almost as last week here. Matt and Doug getting first round buys, and then we have the friends matchup of Bing and KJ, and then auto draft Joe. What's up with those auto drafting teams making playoffs every year
I don't know.
against Lindo? So
I'm gonna try it.
that's if the
Me too.
we made a rule against that. Remember? So no, good luck to you guys this week. Don't suck unless you're Tyson. Then I really want you to suck.
Yeah.
So.
Not me. I want you to win.
All right, let's go.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
You cheers when you win them. It's got a little beer.
It's got a little better.